Overpass, yes, we've gone to number 3, the final map of this semi-final, and Fnatic Na'Vi about to make it a brawl. Odense, are you ready for the last map of this semi? That's what I like to hear.
Well, we don't have to wait any longer. Na'Vi, they're that CT side. Fnatic starting things off on the T half. Utility for Flusher. He's the man to try and set the rest of the team up. They slowly creep out into mid. It's not uncommon to see teams spot mid early with one CT player and go for a B stack. So Fnatic, they hold back for a while at the ramp. They don't show their hand too early. And this has worked massively in their favor right now. They get all this control over towards mid. Na'Vi are none the wiser. They've still maintained this 4-man B presence, leaving Simple up at the A site alone. Guardian coming in on a rotation, but these two have got to do it all now for Na'Vi.
Yeah, Electronics moving through as well. Na'Vi might have the read on this one just ahead of time. A few seconds separate them from Fnatic getting into this site. That's a great thing. Simple's low. Got to try and back off here as Golden comes up from long, and Fnatic are all over the site. Brolin with one. There's the trade, but these entries still coming through for the T's will allow for the bomb plant.
Yeah, Golden's even got aggressive into the bank. He's looking to take these gunfights, and Flamey is there. Boomich dropping Crims in the meantime as it's back into a 3-on-3. Golden tries to get away from bank, but he's been brought down low in the process, and now Boomich knows, but Golden is one step ahead, and Golden actually swings wide and takes matters into his own hands there in the pistol round.
We're already getting reminiscing signs of this T side that Fnatic showed in the quarterfinals yesterday versus Liquid. That was the opening map of the series. And we had so many contact plays over towards A from Fnatic that Liquid were completely stunned, completely caught off guard. Na'Vi certainly having somewhat of a read into that in this round. They rotate 2 players up early towards A, but they're not there in time. And that's Fnatic finding the pistol round and the start on the T side.
Yeah, both these teams currently with a 3-map win streak on Overpass. One of them has got to stop now, though. One of them will be closed short in this final map. Na'Vi in with the force. I'm very keen to run this, and we know why. There's the first kill found already from one of these scouts chiming in. Fnatic, we often see when this happens, when they lose a player and there's no chance at a trade, this is where these rounds can get out of hand. This is where you can get in your head a bit if you're Fnatic. Triple boost will be assembled here for Na'Vi. Fnatic, they're never going to see it. If they did spot these 3 players here, maybe we'd just see an immediate A play, but they never catch wind of how many players reside down towards this B-bomb site. Instead, having to spread out, try and regain some map control as a result of losing Golden early on. They're a little bit behind schedule. Now with mid taken, setting up over here towards the toilets. They've cleared out connector. They can rotate down to B should they choose. But this is looking like an A play right now. Simple on the other side of this smoke, waiting ever so patiently. Nade is very well timed, and that brings Crims and JW down into question now. JW on the entry, Crims naded even lower. Simple peeking on out from the truck, not able to get away with any damage, and JW just goes gunning and running into the front line. Flusher now left alone though, trying to get this bomb planted. They're spamming him, but the shots just aren't quite connecting. Flusher, he's been good in these clutches, but a 1v3, this one might be one of his hardest yet.
Yeah, not the gun to play aggressively as well. He has to fall back. That bomb plant not going to be favored for the toilets if he uses the UMP, so sticking in by the side. And Na'Vi tapped that bomb. They haven't got a kit. They've got to get on it soon. And Flusher, they line up. Almost finds 2. Flamey's down to 9, but there is enough time. Na'Vi can get them that defuse, and they'll be able to pick up that force buy. As said on the desk, right, Na'Vi, they needed these pistol rounds. Finally, you know, Fnatic take one, but it's Na'Vi getting the force buy, something they've been unable to do in this series so far consistently. And that's going to turn the tide of battle here as Na'Vi now in favor as Fnatic come back in, likely with a force. Their money a bit skew-if, but they have a bomb plant at least in their favor. That being said, if you're Fnatic here, if you want to just forget the force by wars, just take your deco now, and you can come into round number 3, or round number 4 rather, with full guns. So a tempting offer, and yeah, Fnatic are going to go for it. Just pistols in this one gives Na'Vi the chance to take the lead.
Yeah, it's so common to see if that bomb goes down, you do just cut your losses, right? You do just concede a round, or not concede, but you don't have much of a chance in this one over on the Fnatic side. You've only got these pistols, so it is going to take something remarkable, and they're not expecting much, but a bomb plant would be fantastic. They're going to set up over in mid. They have a player already through connector. That's JW, so they know they've got this foothold over here towards A. Guardian and Simple are both playing very, very passively back inside of the bomb site. Na'Vi just having to play reactive Counter-Strike. They're not going to get any warning signs. They're not going to get any warning signals. They've just got to rotate if and when this contact comes in.
Oh, Simple's missing all the timings as well. They just crossed past him in the toilet, and they're going to hear all his footsteps. JW waiting for the right time to go through this smoke, and he's found it as well. Spam is through. JW pushes. There's a cover from Guardian, but he can only get 2 kills before he eventually gets overwhelmed. That's guns being gifted to Fnatic in a round that they should never have a leg in. Well, they've got more than that. Plunged into the site. Bomb plant down. Na'Vi in for the retake. Kit on electronic, but 2 guns are going to be the dangerous parts here for Fnatic.
Yeah, one of those on Flusher, and it makes its presence known now. Flamey and Electronic, they've got to get back into this. This is only the Deagles they're up against, and so they're able to break down Crims. But this bomb is planted for toilets, and right now, Flusher and Golden are both just hiding. They're using this bomb like an extra teammate. Smoke is down on it. Na'Vi, they're sticking it. They're on the defuse. Golden gets Electronic off. There's so little time, and Golden out, swinging wide. Swinging hard for Fnatic. That second round locked on in. No armor, very little to work with, and they're going to get it. They're bringing the heat here on Overpass.
Yeah, forget the force by wars, Harry. That is a wonderful round for Fnatic, and so much of that comes down to Simple missing the timing. He's sitting on flower beds, holding for that toilet cross. He sees nothing. The second he looks away, 3 players from Fnatic move through the toilets, and they're able to overwhelm him and Guardian on the site. Nice couple of kills from Guardian to hold off that plant, but Fnatic getting it done once that bomb was down. 2-1, and hey, force by wars in for Na'Vi. They're not going to be the ones taking a flat eco. They want to fight back. Boost up again. Simple jump spotting, trying to bait people in, but there's no one in B water right now. I kind of like this idea, having the boost ready for whenever Simple wants. We'll finally go up, but Fnatic, contact play through Monster. 3 players just sneaking. Again, it's this lack of information. Na'Vi have no idea what's about to hit them, and hit them it shall.
Yeah, Brolin with the opener, looking to get even more done, but actually Boomich is going to best him. Oh, Simple now another. And uh-oh, that bomb dropped, not able to get planted just yet. And Simple, the beast that resides down in the pit, has even upgraded onto an AK. He's got armor behind that. Na'Vi looking poised to do damage here. They're Sataman up, desperately looking for anything, and Crims is going to be rewarded for his patience there. That bomb now retrieved and can look to go down. Oh, that's close, but not quite close enough. Na'Vi, 3 players left standing, but 2 of them so low. Surely there's not a chance anymore in this round. Fnatic have just posted up all 3 players looking to play around this bomb. They're not giving Na'Vi any way back in. And JW from atop his makeshift watchtower takes down 2, and with it likely the round. He's going to cement it with the hat trick. A 3rd for Fnatic as they hold their own there in the post plant. It gets a little bit dicey, it gets a little bit worrying, but they emerge victorious in the very end.
Kind of scary to see Fnatic on this T side after that comeback that they just showed us on Nuke back in the previous, well, not exactly comeback, but dominant terrorist half. Really, Na'Vi having trouble with the defense, and once again that proves to be a problem here for the CT side. Fnatic, this is their favorite half, at least when it comes down to the stats on Overpass, and they're making it work. 3-1 lead, another eco for Na'Vi. They've got to take just a breather after that force bite. And Fnatic, this is going to give them such a buffer into the T side. Nice flash in middle, but there is a trade. Simple, the one gun that Na'Vi have in this round, and it's only a CZ. He's at least found a kill with it. Flanking fully. No one's watching for this. It's an opportunity if Simple wants to complete this flank, but going up that ladder, you really are just rolling the dice at that point. Is there a man watching for it? Of course not. Fnatic, they are going up towards the A site. 4 players here with another contact player. Na'Vi, yeah, this is the perfect round to gamble. Put everyone up onto that top site with Simple in the connector. Fnatic don't want to rotate back down, and Simple knows it. And so Na'Vi ready and waiting to receive this push.
Oh, damage done. It's only these pistols on the other end, so shouldn't be too much danger for Fnatic as they head on in and are able to navigate these first few kills. Now Simple swinging wide, but only good for one. Getting away with a bit more damage, but the situation is reined in. And Fnatic will keep this lead in their favor. Full bite on the corner now for Na'Vi, and a tactical pause called through. They want to have a bit of time heading in to this first rifle-on-rifle round to mull this one over. They know how important this is. They're in the hole right now, over on the Na'Vi side. They're in this situation where they lose a round, then they buy, then they have to partially invest. And you can just rinse and repeat that to the end of time. We've seen how quickly these strong T-side starts can spiral out of control. And so for Na'Vi, it is paramount that they find something here in round number 6.
Couldn't have set it up better, Harry. No AWP though. Not everything to play with for Na'Vi. That's the rough part. That first buy on the CT side comes at a cost. Lacking utility, lacking the big green. And Fnatic, if they keep up this, close trade, sneak contact plays, things are going to get very, very hard for Na'Vi, who just have to win their battles and trade effectively. Easier said than done with Fnatic grouping 4 players once again down towards B. Electronic spamming. He's going to find a bit of damage, but nothing too significant. Fnatic get control of B water. Na'Vi didn't have a Molotov to throw down to cut this off. Flusher trying his hand at the wallbang, not going to connect just about, and lining up nades now for the site instead. This might find Flamey instead. It's actually JW just winning the duel. It doesn't matter about the grenades. They come in late. Boomich has to deal with his monster play, and he does well. Electronica too, finding damage onto Flusher. Golden tag down to 50, and Boomich swinging in to finish off the job. One by one, these duels get won by Na'Vi, and even though Crims draws back a single kill, that's going to send Fnatic out of this site.
Yeah, this is where the Swedes, with a minute left on the clock, they can just slow things down. They're into this 2-on-3. They know Na'Vi likely aren't going to give anything over. They're not just going to give you a way back into this round, but you've got that power of doubt. You're putting the seed of doubt in the head of Na'Vi, and the longer you take, the more they might chance these rotations. That's what they've done right now. Simple, moving into heaven. Electronic back towards Graffiti. Still a heavy B-side presence for Na'Vi, but neither one of these two players in the confines of this bomb site. They are just observers. Simple coming on in. Setting up now on the back of that smoke falling. 20 seconds, Fnatic. They've got to get this bomb down. They've got to get into the site. And even then, Electronic is aggressing. He's gone close to this smoke. He might try and go through. Crims has got to have Brogan's back now, but it doesn't matter. Electronic feigns it, goes the other way. There's a smoke there, but you would never know it. Na'Vi, they'll stay on top in that round. They don't get ahead of themselves, and they'll lock in a second.
And that's so important for Electronic as well. Simple just began a rotation back up towards A. Despite that heaven smoke landing that forced him out of position, I don't think he was fully convinced that that was a B play for Fnatic. So Electronic, he was the only man there, and he had to get both kills. He does more than required. Wasn't even time for the plant for Crims, and he's dead anyway. Great work for Na'Vi, back on this board with their first rifle round. Fnatic still with funds though. Not going to be pushed out too easy. 3 players in the playground, just holding for this aggression again, waiting to see if Na'Vi bring the heat. They won't, not for now at least. Simple sat back towards long, just spotting with that AK. Guardian on the site. And Na'Vi taking control down towards B, denying position for Fnatic. They do have the connector though. That's a nice spam for Flusher, as is always said. Boomich down to 50. We'll just retreat and give away B short, going back into the safety of the site. Rotations even coming up towards A here for Na'Vi. Fnatic taking their sweet, sweet time to walk up on this A site once again.
And that's the thing, Fnatic have hardly been discreet in their intentions as to how they plan to approach these rounds, right? These slow plays, and then these very explosive endings. Simple, he meets an explosive end over towards long. Brolin dropping him, and now looking to pincer into this A-bomb site are Fnatic. Couple of players spotting this. A rotation up from B comes in as well. Na'Vi, they've read this well. They've approached this round with 3, now 4 players up towards this A-bomb site. Fnatic, they're walking into an even fight, and in Counter-Strike, that's not what you want to be taking. It goes back and forth. Golden, good for a bit more damage. Both these players are low. He's trying to get this bomb planted, and that nade, what good night to Boomich as Flusher gets them both. Fnatic, a 5th round, and Flusher, part-time career as a basketball player there. Slam dunks Na'Vi from the server.
That was a 2-on-4, but it was so fast you never would have known. Na'Vi, no idea how that falls apart. Golden, impeccable entries coming through on long. Na'Vi had a double setup on the site just to cover that, and even then it's not enough. Flusher, I want to see that grenade again. It was timed so perfectly. The kill he gets as well at the same time. And that's going to break Na'Vi. That's just going to put them onto eco as well. Nothing that they can do to stop it. Pistols out. That earlier spam damage from Flusher as well, down towards the B side onto Boomich, actually helps him when he takes him down with the grenade later. Talk about long-term effect. Boost up for Na'Vi, just jiggling, looking for a kill. The spam won't connect us. The Boomich was hiding around the corner. This grenade could, though. Na'Vi are going for a different triple boost. Krim's waiting for the timing, but he's just missed it, and he might miss this round as well. It might go right through him. Boomich finding that kill, getting picked off the top of the tower, though, and with that, Fnatic know the B site is empty. They can try and take control. There's only one man inside of it, and Flamey's been picked up as well.
Reinforcements are already in. The cavalry is here, but JW is slaying right now. Him and Golden opening up this side of the map, and it's only Guardian left, a USP and a dream. And his dreams are not going to come into reality in this round. Fnatic should be about to continue in this fashion, locking in a 6th. It's on the horizon. It's guaranteed. There's no chance for Guardian here. And what a precedent these Swedes are setting here on Overpass. The scariest thing is as well is, you know, that they can still completely switch the pace up. They can still completely change how they're approaching this T side. They've really conditioned Na'Vi to worry about these late round executes. We haven't even seen, you know, just an instant call rush into a bomb site really from the Fnatic squad up against Rifles just yet.
Finally, a better buy for Na'Vi, though. AWP comes through for Guardian. Still going to be lacking in terms of utility and kits. No retake potential here for Na'Vi, but what can they get done with this big green? Fnatic, talk about the pace change, Harry. Well, they're already fast inside of the B short area. Quick control being taken by this team. No one here to stop it for Na'Vi. The grenades again. Fnatic just love doing this, and this time it won't work out. Simple even losing his life down in the connector. That's not the start that Na'Vi needed, and Fnatic are going to elevate the pace off the back of that pick. 3 CTs here to hold on to the site, and the smokes are down in the face of Na'Vi. They can't find engagements. However, that works in their favor as well. Fnatic not able to find the picks. They don't know how many men are here, but Golden catching Electronic, going aggressive behind the flashbang. It doesn't connect, and Fnatic take a 5-on-3. They don't need to commit off the back of this. Na'Vi have drawn in rotations. They have so many numbers down on B, and Fnatic have read this as well. JW pushed all the way up on A long, and now the rotate coming through connector to take over the near empty A site. All on the shoulders of Guardian right now with that AWP. He has to go huge.
And this is a man who's had both his trials and tribulations in this Na'Vi roster. Guardian deciding to leave A, banking on this B site play from Fnatic, and that might be Na'Vi's undoing. They've gambled, they've put it all on black, and it just might have come up green here. Fnatic about to get a free A bomb site. And surely if they do, a 7th round to follow.
Yeah.
Na'Vi, I think they're admitting defeat on this one. No kit, they might just have to try and hold on to these 3 weapons. What a heartbreaking way to give up another round. This advantage is just building and building, getting out of control now. Na'Vi, how are they going to piece this one back together? How are they going to get back into the swing of things?
I love how much Fnatic are hunting as well, right? This is what they did versus Liquid when they got these bombs down on that A site, constantly spreading out, cutting off points of rotation for Na'Vi. Nowhere to run, and not many places to hide as Brolin looks to find these players out in B short. Ooh, Barrel deceiving him there, and with that he's going to give it up. Na'Vi won't lose a man, at least on this save. They get away with the guns, and that can facilitate a buy moving forward, but it won't be a pretty one by any means. Fnatic showing us what they can do on the T side of Overpass. 7-2 up right now. Na'Vi haven't even been able to find back-to-back rounds on this first half. A quick pause coming through, a chance for Blade to weigh in.
Yeah, and at this point, where do the solutions lie for Na'Vi? Every fight they've taken, I mean, in a lot of these rounds, Fnatic, they have initially started off by going into stacked bomb sites, right? That round there, when they were gonna execute into B, it was 4 players on the Fnatic side about to push into the 3-man stacked B bomb site. Few rounds to go up on A, it was that even 4-on-4 turn 2v4 that Fnatic were able to close out. The individuals right now on the Swedish squad are setting them apart from Na'Vi, and this is a team with names in it like Simple, Guardian, Electronic. These are legends of the CIS scene over on that Na'Vi side. We need to see them stepping up, or else this could just be a no-show from Na'Vi in this third map.
Oh, quick nades for Flusher as well. He's been so good with this early damage for Fnatic. JW looking again for that dueling connector. He won it last time versus Simple with the M4. This time, not as well armed are Na'Vi. The Eagles on the 2 that went down. And Guardian, he's got to get this AWP into a position to succeed. Still hanging about middle. Fnatic only just moving off of that T-ramp as well. This has got to be aggravating to play against. Na'Vi looking to take matters into their own hands finally as they begin a bit of aggression towards B short. JW still con-side, gonna come out through the top. Guardian's been smoked off, he can't stop that. Can peek differently from the divider. JW, oh, he gets out. Guardian misses a flick, he's gonna get spammed through the wall as well. That's an AWP dropped out for Fnatic. I don't think they even want it. They just love this fast pace. And again, W into this A site. 3 players moving very, very quick in tandem. Simple's got to do it all on his own. Electronics found 1 D, but Simple caught out in the open, committing to this fight, and Brolin will say goodnight. Nice shot from Electronics, still standing tall on A, and Fnatic might opt to go back, but if they do, Boomich can put a knife in it.
Yeah, this lurk from Boomich could actually decide the fate of this round. If he catches this kill, Fnatic, what's the plan now? Whatever it was, it's been completely disrupted. They know, though, that Boomich, he had to have come from B. He had to have come from somewhere. And so they divert. They duck down through the connector. It's a race against the clock. It's the race against Flamey. He's gotten into the bomb site. He's trying to deny this round, and he just might be able to. They're sticking it, but Flusher is on the angle. And now, bomb planted, Fnatic back into the driver's seat. It's Boomich and Electronic. The clock ticking against them now.
I don't think anyone can replicate how fast Fnatic make their decisions in the mid-round. So quick to get down to that lower site with the clock playing against them. And now Na'Vi, the clock is against them. Flusher, yet another kill. Boomich is going to trade, but no kit here for Na'Vi. He's got to force the gunfight now. He can't stick a 10-second defuse, and Flusher is not even interested. Falling back, playing that bomb, and cold, calculated killer. Boomich has to run for the hills. Flusher takes no prisoners, but he can't get the shot in time. Close enough. He'll take the round instead, and Boomich has gone down with a bomb. They both have. 8 rounds to 2 on this T side. Fnatic, a masterclass at mid-rounds.
Man, and Na'Vi, you can feel this one slipping away from them. Electronic has been the only man to really hype on up here thus far, and even looking back recently, to Nuke, for example, he was one of the players really making a difference, and it's those usual suspects, the names that we're so used to seeing show up in spades. This game as well, an interesting one. It's really been a game of IGLs going head-to-head. Golden topping the charts right now for Fnatic alongside JW, and Boomich has been performing lights out all day long. Is that going to be enough for Na'Vi, though? Ooh, Flusher flashed through. How does he win that? Flamey on the receiving end of a flashbang and then a bullet from Flusher. And once again, it's all gone into disarray for Na'Vi. How are they going to divide these players up? They're just going to play this 2-2. They try and respond with some long aggression, but that is just feeding Flusher even more kills. He's going to take that all day long. Now they know the pressure is on for Na'Vi.
Oh.
JW's gotten rid of Boomich, and Fnatic, if they commit to this A play, they're walking into an almost empty bomb site with all these kills coming in on B. It's no wonder that Na'Vi have had to rotate players around, and this has left both bomb sites underwhelming. JW secured B, and on the back of that, that bomb might just come rotating in.
Yeah, it's already on the way. The rest of Fnatic want to commit towards that top side. They know they can just get the kill at this point. The disrespect as Na'Vi have 2 players standing. Simple with a nice angle does catch Brolin moving through. That's information for Crims, and he'll take down Guardian appearing through that smoke. Simple now alone and nothing to play with, nothing to play for, just looking to win his battles. Nice flash. Crims getting caught, but it's of little value at this point. It's a 9th round for Fnatic. Simple is just looking to make his stats look pretty, and he's doing it that at least. There is an AWP dropped over here for Guardian. So Simple can try and grab that weapon if he wants, faking out that he swapped weapon only to drop his pistol. There's no one here to play off the back of that noise. But there is a man appearing from the back line. Flusher creeping, crawling up long. Oh, Simple, man. He can ace all day long, but he is being avoided in this CT side. I've got to say, man, this double AWP, it finally came through for Na'Vi. Boomich had it down on B. Simple initially had it fighting mid, but he swaps it out to Guardian. And I'm not going to lie, I want to see Simple on that gun. Guardian is just not hitting his shots. He's just not having a great series right now. And we saw that evident back on Nuke as well. Maybe the best player in the world has something to say about it, and Simple will at least take the AWP for now.
Yeah, let's see if that little change, leaving the AWP in the hands of him, is enough to make the difference. Na'Vi, they really don't have anything to work with in this round outside of the AWP. That is the extent of it. We know Fnatic are not going to go running and gunning into these bomb sites. Instead, they're going to play it low and slow and wait for Na'Vi to make the first move. And that's the thing, thus far, Na'Vi have been more than willing to make this first move, and a lot of the time it's been to their detriment, it's been to their demise. Flusher, he's just been getting fed down here towards Monster. This round, they're holding back, they're showing a little bit more restraint. Rest of Fnatic securing mid in the meantime. Simple, still the unknown factor with this AWP towards the A bomb site. Fnatic have got so much map control though, they can afford to go anywhere. And as they clear out Connector, it's going to get even stronger for the Swedes. They're going to have the ability to rotate between these 2 sites. 45 seconds, and now Simple re-aggressing. That AWP has shown its hand. Fnatic might just look to avoid it altogether, but that's a very hard task when Simple is the man with it in hand. Brolin dropped. JW in the meantime, trying to work this B bomb site. Flamey, good for 1, but not for the double, as Golden keeps this one in favor of the Swedes. They try and hit B. This is where Electronic can come into his own. Deals with Golden in the back line. Flusher, Crims, 2 of the OGs of Fnatic left in the firing line, getting into B, but Flusher's been bought low. Crims trying to watch his buddies back, trying to keep an eye, trying to keep a leash on the beast that is Na'Vi in this round. Kills come in, but it is just Crims left, and there's Simple up and over. The AWP is enough for Na'Vi. Finally, they'll get another round on the board. They'll break the streak of Fnatic.
That's got to feel like a nice feeling as well. Last 3 bomb plants Fnatic have had on this B bomb site have been saves for Na'Vi. They've not had the kits, they've not had the chance to go for this retake, but finally, Electronic and Simple, the players that we want to step up in this series, showing us what they can do. 2 kills apiece. AWP given right back to Guardian though. Simple back to the M4. And Fnatic still with boatloads of cash to continue buying up on this T side. They're not going to be in a worry just yet. They still have 9 rounds to their name. Na'Vi are the other ones that have to do the heavy lifting moving forward. Max of 6 at the end of the half. Your CT side doesn't exactly feel great, but it's all Na'Vi can grasp onto right now, the possibility. Double mollies over. Fnatic looking to fast hit this B bomb site. Brolin's already going through. The flashes are good. Boomich is blind, and Brolin is all over the site. 2 kills into B, and that's the round done. That's just how it goes.
And that's the thing we were saying, Fnatic, they still have these fast plays, these ferocious executes up their sleeve, where we get to see a little look of that there. And you see how effective it can be. These 3 players for Na'Vi are never even given a chance to have impact. Simple, never given a chance to spring from this mid-aggression. The AWP of Guardian never gets a word. Electronic never sees anyone. And it's heartbreaking for Na'Vi here, as they just have to sit back and concede this 10th round, double digits to Fnatic here in map number 3. How on earth are they going to get this one back under control with Brolin and the likes now starting to come alive as well?
Ooh. Exits at least found here for Na'Vi, that's something, but add it to the tiny list of things they have going in their favor right now. 3 rounds to 10. This is an incredible Fnatic we're seeing on our screens.
Oh, we've got a little bit of a treat lined up. Our resident Aussie expert down on the sidelines, Chad Sponge Birchall, might just want to weigh in on this one.
Yeah, quick one here. Fnatic have been conditioning Sewer a lot in this game, and I just want to note, if we take a look, how quick they take it and they explode off of this. You're going to notice these Molotovs are going to go straight onto the bomb site. This is happening within the first 15, 20 seconds of the round. The B bomb site defense is not ready for it at all. They explode in. Brolin gets 2 huge entries. They even miss a smoke, but they make it work. Fnatic here are on fire, boys. Back to you.
I've got to say, I am loving the skybox usage so far in this event as well. The textures on Overpass looking damn good. And Chad breaking down all the rounds.
Yeah, I mean, well, he loves this and we love it as well. It lets us see the things that maybe we missed the first time around and give credit where credit is due. Fnatic, they certainly deserve the respect right now that they are being given. And it has just been a masterclass of T-sides here. Not just on Overpass, but even thinking back to Nuke, they look so damn good in these mid rounds. Once they've poised themselves where they want to be, once they've gotten into the heads of Na'Vi, that is where this Fnatic squad excels. And now heading into round 14, it might just be more of the same. A slow play early, spreading out, trying to go for mid control. Only this time, Electronic has responded with some aggression of his own, and he's posted up. Timing just going against him there. Are they going to be ready, though? Oh, he's missed them again. Electronic, so unfortunate in this position. Surely he's got to get rewarded sometime soon. They're boosting. They're right there, Electronic. They're so damn close, and somehow he senses it. The boost has been dismantled. Brolin does come in for the trade, but Na'Vi sat a man up and throwing a spanner in the works of Fnatic in this one.
Yeah, finally a situation where Na'Vi can be favored, poised, and ready. Fnatic going to slow down the pace. They're going to hold off, as they know Na'Vi might regress, might have players still lurking around on this top site. They do, but all the way back. Simple's been tagged, so he's taking that AWP from the hands of Guardian, holding it on towards long. Fnatic, another contact play perhaps, as they walk up towards this A site. Oh, I think, yeah, Guardian sees an arm there. He knows there's a player nearby. JW is setting up a Molotov. Flash for the repeat, not going to find anything. 25 seconds, Fnatic moving forward, and it's only a fake. Grenades coming up. Will that force rotations? Na'Vi moving players around. Flamey's going to hear these footsteps as they come down towards B, though, and Boomich with no one to fight on Monster. He is in a great position.
Yeah, Boomich could do it all, and it's into the crossfire. That they go, and they'll get cut down. Lambs to the slaughter in that B bomb site. Na'Vi finally piecing together a solid hold there down towards B. It's taken its time and it's taken its toll on the Na'Vi camp though. Double AWP purchased up and looking to come in here into round 15 for this side of Na'Vi. Boomich going to be donning that alongside Guardian again. A 5-10 half. It's definitely recoverable, but that's not to say it's going to be easy. And even then, you've got to weather the storm. You've got to get through this final round and have it go your way. Flusher down towards B once again.
No.
And this time, oh, Boomich just about getting, oh no. The nade goes in, and Boomich has put enough distance between him and Flusher. He'll stay alive for the time being. Fnatic are fine with this, though. This is how they've been playing all game long. They're used to these 5-on-5s. Once again, very little control from Na'Vi showing up over in middle. Nothing in the toilets. No one putting a stop to Fnatic getting all this map control. Look at this. I mean, even if you look on that minimap, you can just get a feeling for how caged Na'Vi feel right now. They are so restricted back into these bomb sites, and Guardian is given a chance there to get the opener for Na'Vi, but he's going to crumble under the pressure, and instead, the man advantage has been picked up by Golden down in the bathrooms. Fnatic, 40 seconds. They don't even have to commit yet. They've only just retrieved this bomb on Flusher, and they might now try and throw in the old fakeroo as JW starts to carve a path down towards B.
That flash though, that flash is perfect. Simple's gone aggressive and he's got the info as another man as well. Not quite seen the bomb, not enough for a full rotation, but Na'Vi can at least be dedicated inside of the site. Guardian pushed back by the Molotov. He can't hold on any longer. 15 seconds, it's all gonna be up to Simple right now, and Flush has taken him down. Guardian has to concede the plant, but he can go for the wallbang. Crim's getting close and Guardian's gonna miss the shot. Aiming for the boxes, didn't realize there was a man in play, and Flush are laying down the pain from this site as well. It's Electronic alone, 1-on-3. This is for the 5th round. This is for something for Na'Vi. They've got barely any rounds to show for in this first half. And Electronic's gonna need to go above and beyond. He's not up for the task. It's Fnatic with 11. What an incredible T-side on Overpass. They are only a few rounds away from grabbing that grand final spot. Will Na'Vi be able to stand tall? Will they be able to put a stop to this Fnatic roster? We'll have to wait and see. Join us after the break for that second half.
Bring me back to life again. Dancing with my fear, burning with desire. We gon' take it to the edge and come alive. Go to hell and back just to feel the fire. We gon' turn up in this place and come alive. And I feel the lies and I feel the sand. Forever hold, no matter if we cast away a fire in the dark. I know that you will be waiting again. Right from the start, I see the end. A world torn apart, but I know we're meant. Forever hold, no matter if we cast away a fire in the dark. I know that you will be waiting again.
Fnatic, they've never been able to beat Na'Vi in a best of 3 before, but that might be about to change if the Swedes have their way. We're getting into this second half. One last time, Denmark, make some noise!
Let's do this thing, Harry. 11-4 right now, Fnatic. A pistol round could just send them over the finish line. That could get them pumped up and ready to go. Na'Vi are going to have to show us everything here in this T-side pistol. They have been rough in these opening rounds, but that cannot afford to be the case here and now. Lots of utility. Guardian and Boomich donning that for this T-side. And Fnatic, look at the setup. 4 players on A right now. What a read, what a call. Only Golden down on B. Kit for the retake if needed, and I don't think it will be. Na'Vi are walking into the lion's den.
Oh, JW over at long. He's heard the first shots and sees these players. Has support from Brolin should he need it. That's the operative word, though, as JW's getting away with a lot of damage. How's he gotten out of that? There is no way that JW should have survived that engagement, but somehow he still stands. And Fnatic, they've slowed Na'Vi right down. They were hoping to find some progress, a chance up towards this A side of the map. Fnatic, though, they've taken it away from them.
They're just not letting Na'Vi do what they want to. You can see this is a desperate situation for Na'Vi. They're just having to execute into B, and that's what Fnatic have been waiting for all round long. No one inside of the site. Golden letting them get the bomb down, but that might change as he hears the footsteps moving in a little closer. They have the advantage. They have the ability to play risky, but there's no reward with this risk. Crims getting 1 kill for Fnatic, but Na'Vi have found the entries to plant.
Oh, Krim seems aware maybe there's a player stuck under heaven right now. There is. It's Flamey trying to reposition, trying to switch things up and keep Fnatic guessing. He'll hide himself down here. Down in the mini pit, Flamey could do a hell of a lot here with the Glock, and he's going to have to. First kill found. Brolin dinked up as Flamey showing value, getting a great deal of damage from this position, and that there should be this pistol round for Na'Vi locked in. Brolin's running for the hills. And Na'Vi want to keep this one going that much longer. They're not ready to roll over and die just yet.
Yeah, I think that was a bit of a danger for Fnatic to push back into the site, considering they've been playing retake all round long. They didn't have the numbers there to contest that bomb plant, and maybe a 5-on-4 retake would have been the safest way to play it, but confidence for these Swedes. However, maybe a chance to cool down now as Na'Vi have found the pistol round to start off this second half. If the comeback were to begin anywhere, this would be the time and the place. And some great shots from Flamey as well. Had a quiet map so far. I mean, everyone really has for Na'Vi. But what a time to shine. What a time to step up. Betway odds favoring Fnatic heavily here on this CT side, but not in this round. It's just going to be USPs. They don't want to subscribe to the force buy mentality. Just going to play for those guns in number 18.
And already Electronic has cleared the B-bomb site. He gets this information. Na'Vi know what's up. They know what's going on, and they're not going to fall for it. They're not going to give Fnatic the satisfaction.
Boomich is still waiting around as well. Might be able to find multiple kills with this MAC-10. He's just missed the timing. Crims has come around the corner. Oh, it's messy. And Boomich gets dinked, but he will get away with that frag. Na'Vi can just fall back into the safety of this B site right now as Fnatic look to hound down these players. Simple is here, and he is about to make some money as well. $600 a kill with this MAC-10, and that AWP is going to be coming out very, very soon if he can keep this one up. JW just round the corner, and Na'Vi having dead to rights. I do like how reserved Na'Vi are playing. At least they're not being silly. They're not giving away kills. They're not letting Fnatic have a chance in these anti-ecos. And that's important. While they may not feel it in the moment, everything adds up. Every kill, every dollar. Fnatic 5 alive in that. Oh, sorry, Na'Vi 5 alive in that round as Fnatic come back in with guns.
No time to run bonuses here for Na'Vi. Instead, they've had to upgrade these weapons. They know that there's a chance they don't have many rounds left. So they've thrown in this bite. Even odds across the board. No AWP in sight just yet. That's going to have to wait before that's bought out. Flamey trying to run the gauntlet. Flusher spamming through. That's going to hold back the short control, albeit briefly from the Na'Vi side, considering how heavily they're looking stacked toward this B-bomb site right now. This could be the end game for Na'Vi, a B play.
Yeah, They're really testing the waters with these grenades, and that's a big kill as well. Lovely flashback from Guardian to blind Golden at the back of Monster. Electronic taking the man advantage away. And Na'Vi, much as how Fnatic did on this T side, just hold back. No need to overcommit. Electronic might though. He's ahead of the smoke. He may as well take this opportunity in his stride. Molotov on the barrels forces these players into the pit, and Fnatic at least get the info, so Na'Vi double back. They don't want to walk into a heavily stacked bomb site, and Boomich is going to start to test the water, start to probe up on A. If he can at least get info, get a kill, get a clear bomb site, that could be something to allow Na'Vi to rotate, but right now Fnatic are still solid in their assumption that this is not a B play. Two players waiting top side. Flash is good, Boomich peeking, but he gets spotted.
Oh, the spot is one thing though, the kill is another. Is he ready for JW? No, he is not, but it's only one kill found for Fnatic. Very little to hold on to. Crims is going to have to deliver massively here. The lone defender down towards B, now helped out by Flusher. Flusher caught by Flamey though, the kills going back and forth. JW and Crims have kept this even, and with Flamey brought down low, so much of this round now falls onto the shoulders of Guardian, getting away with damage, but JW strikes this one from the tally, and this round belongs to Fnatic. Believe it or not, JW's got above and beyond to lock this one in. Somehow, someway, a 12th now on the board. And heartbreak for Na'Vi.
Yes, some way. I do not know how. Fnatic, they over-rotated off of the back of that play from Boomich. He finds a kill into Brolin, and JW, even though he's tucked in the corner and confirms that's not a B play, just that one frag sends one player from Fnatic out of the site. That left Crims alone, and he puts up an important kill as well to hold on. JW saving the day here. And before Na'Vi even start to build up rounds on this T side, Fnatic are in with their first CT round. Orps are out on both sides as well. Guardian versus JW. Guardian still slow to show up here on this T side. Let's see if this second half can be a little bit more favorable to him. JW forced back early. Gonna fall off of the party and go back towards long. He's got Brolin side by side playing that trade game with the SMG, supporting him in the toilets. Flash is out long, and Na'Vi going to start to move players into position. JW going back for a second bite, and he will just miss that shot.
Oh, Simple trying to navigate mid. Does just dodge the threat of JW by a matter of seconds, getting into connector. Na'Vi bowing out of middle, rotating back towards B, and this would be perfect. The timing right now means that Fnatic only have two players down towards this side of the map, Golden and Crims. They've got to try and do it all. The MP9 of Crims trying to take short control, spotted by Simple, but somehow Crims is going to win that.
What?
And now Golden trying to hold the line, gets bested after the first, but it slowed this play down long enough for Fnatic to rotate everybody down here into the depths of B, into the depths of depravity, and that's where this round gets so chaotic, so back and forth, but it's Crims and Flusher finding all the kills for Fnatic. Flamey alone. And just 25 seconds, he tries to hide. But with Flusher on the other side, that's not an option you have. A 13th round for Fnatic. Getting closer and closer to the reality of a grand final.
And back-to-back rounds for Na'Vi, walking into the unstacked bomb site of the two and still not coming out on top. I have no idea how Crims wins that first fight up on short, but that is where it just starts to fall apart for Fnatic, or for Na'Vi rather. Fnatic don't get that info. JW just missed a player going down con, and that left only two players on the B site, but two is apparently enough. Fnatic, 13 rounds to 6. Na'Vi now on eco. This is going to be a 14th almost for free. Nothing Na'Vi can do about it. Bitter pill to swallow. Pistols just going fast up long. It's a contact play for Na'Vi, and at least no one's spotting this from Fnatic, but that's about to change. JW realizes the timing is not in his favor, so he goes back, making sure that Na'Vi have not established his position. They have. But he's holding it down. He's at least going to be able to get that info if Flamey goes around the corner with the bomb. Nothing being shown down on B, despite Fnatic having 3 players here as well, just to hold on to it. We've got Flusher jump spotting just to make sure B short is empty, and Brolin has emptied the tank for Na'Vi. 2 kills towards the toilets. One by one, they walk into these crosshairs, and it goes about as well as you can imagine.
Yeah, there wasn't much for Na'Vi to work with in this round, and now it all falls onto one man, and he can't get anything done on with only a dig. 14-6, tactical pause called in for Na'Vi, and it might be one of their final tactical pauses up on this stage if something doesn't change now. Na'Vi coming into this semi-final, they went undefeated back in the group stage of Pro League. They dropped one map to get here in the playoffs. They're playing versus Fnatic, a team that they've never lost a best of 3 to before. And now that stat line, at the worst of times, might be about to be broken. Fnatic, they might be able to cross the line. This is where Na'Vi, they've got to do the impossible.
And if I'm Astralis or Mousesports, I know they still have a best of 3 ahead of them to see who will be joining possibly Fnatic in that final, but I would be scared. This looks like a well-oiled Fnatic, reminiscent of times gone by, and they're back in the hot seat, 14-6. Na'Vi, can they do anything? Can they keep this series going? Or is their time here at Odense coming to a close? We'll have to wait and see. JW forcing fights in middle. There's no one here for Na'Vi willing to take that risk. Guardian just round the corner. Jiggling, considering it, and that might be his demise, but missed shot, quick jiggle. JW got to back up.
Yeah, Na'Vi breathing a sigh of relief. Guardian knows he's lucky to still be alive, and now they've got to show some value out of this 5-on-5 they've been able to maintain. Simple, down here in Connector, trying to carve a path up towards the A-bomb site. JW right now is not looking this way, but Brolin is. They've got this crossfire set up. Smoke down, that's gonna block off JW into Flusher. And oh dear, he might have just stripped any chance of a comeback away from Na'Vi. Simple, Flamey, Electronic, they're the 3 players left now in the hot seat, and it really is getting hot up on this stage. 45 seconds, they've got to make their mind up soon. They've got so little in terms of map control. They have been hamstrung to go for a B play, and with Flusher clearing the back line, Fnatic, they now know this is where it's coming in. They've got all the players here. They're stacked in this bomb site. Na'Vi, they've got to try and break their way through the onslaught of Swedes. Crims cut down. JW with a response keeps this in favor of Fnatic, and it's only Simple left. So much to do and so little time. Fnatic, a 15th round to their name. Map, series point, grand final on the line. We almost get a bit of ahead of ourselves there with the music coming in too soon, and for all intents and purposes, this may be a Fnatic game. It definitely should be.
Yeah, Harry, I think that's a reasonable assumption, right? I mean, that was the round. That was the one Na'Vi needed. They had the 3 top-rated players of this tournament so far, all alive in a 3-on-5, and they just can't piece it together. Fnatic holding on to this B site once again, and 15-6. Desperate times call for desperate measures, and Na'Vi, they've never looked so desperate. B-Rush coming through here with the pistols, and they're just going to go fast, but Brolin with the Cree, laying down the pain. Golden gets 3, and eventually going down, but re-peaks for Fnatic, and they've had enough. 16-6, they're going to send Na'Vi home and grab themselves a spot in these grand finals.
Yeah, Fnatic, they look good. Inferno might have been close, but Nuke and Overpass, there was no competition. The Swedes standing up, and Na'Vi, heartbreaking scenes here. They go undefeated, but it all falls apart in the semis, and their journey comes to a close. Fnatic, now the prospect of this grand finals, whether it's Mousesports, whether it's Astralis, it gets so exciting because the Swedes are in such good form.
Yeah, to think they started off their tournaments getting 3 rounds versus EG, getting destroyed on Mirage. Well, they have bounced back from that lower bracket and grinded their way to the grand finals. Nothing can be said but respect for this Swedish roster, and only 1 step left to go through. As you said, either Astralis or Mousesports in those grand finals. I don't know who it's going to be, Harry, but that's going to be a game for another time. That will be our next best of 3 series coming up later.